Hello, this is Britt Caswell with another example video. In this video, I'm covering example 3 from section 4-3 in the SavvasRealize Algebra 1 textbook. So in this example, we are taking a real-world situation and we are using the elimination method in order to solve this model. So this problem, it has to deal with a florist, and it says that they're making regular bouquets. Okay, that means that each bouquet is going to be the same. So they're making regular bouquets and mini bouquets. It says the florist has 118 roses and 226 peonies. How many of each type of bouquet can the florist make? So what I'm going to actually be doing here is I'm going to be creating a system of equations to help me in order to understand the problem. So my two variables, the two pieces of information that I know, is that I know my roses and I know my peonies. So I'm actually going to use those in order to create equations. Alright, so my first equation is actually going to be my rose equation. Alright, so everything that's going to be in here is all about roses. So I know with my roses, for example, I'm going to use red, like a red rose. I know that I have 118 roses. And I know that for the large bouquet, I have 5 roses. And for the mini bouquet, I have 3. So to write an equation for this, I'm going to say that 5 times L, which means large roses, plus 3M for the mini bouquets are equal to the 118 here. Alright, so this is my roses equation. So again, so L is for the large bouquet. I don't know how to spell bouquet. Bow. Okay. And then again, M is for the mini bouquet. So there's my roses. So now I'm going to make another equation, but I'm going to do it with peonies. So I have 226 peonies to use. The large bouquet has 11 peonies, and the mini bouquet has 5 peonies. So I'm going to say 11L plus 5M is equal to the 226 that we have there. So now I have two equations that I can work with. Now with this elimination method, I need to make sure that I have both of my equations having the same coefficient in front of the same variable. So I can either try to eliminate the L by multiplying by 11 and 5, or I could try to eliminate the M by multiplying by 3 and 5. Alright, I'm going to try to keep the numbers smaller, so I'm going to try to eliminate M. So my least common multiple for 3 and 5 is 15. So I'm going to take this red equation and I'm going to multiply the red equation by 5. So 5L times 5 is 25L. 3M times 5 is 15M. And 118 times 5 is 590. Now for my peonies, remember I want to make sure that I have the same coefficient and opposite signs so that I can add. So I'm actually going to multiply this by a -3. So 11 times negative 3 is negative 33L. 5m times negative 3 is negative 15m. And 226 times negative 3 is negative 678. So now these equations are set up so that I can just add them together, and this variable should be eliminated. So 25L minus 33L is negative 8L. Here my m's cancel out, and 590 plus negative 678 is negative 88. And if I divide both sides by negative 8, I get that L, or the number of large bouquets, is 11. So now I can go back to either of my original bouquet or original equations and substitute in the L in order to find the other value. All right, I'm going to do it to the red one, but I could do it to the purple one just as well, okay? I could also do it to the equivalent system if I wanted to. The only reason why I would not encourage that is because these numbers are bigger, and bigger numbers are harder to deal with. All right, so I'm substituting in the 11 into my original equation. So I have 5L plus 3M is equal to 118. So 5 times 11 is 55, which I'm going to subtract to try to isolate that M. So I have 3M is equal to 118 minus 55 is 63. And then if I divide by 3, I get that M is equal to 21. Now remember, these ordered pairs, these 2 points, they're the answers on an ordered pair, right? So it's where the 2 lines intersect. But because this is a word problem, I'm going to answer with a word solution. So I'm going to say that the florist can make 11 large bouquets and 21 mini bouquets. Again, I'm going to misspell bouquet because the struggle is real. Come on. There we go. With the flowers she has. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and let's do another one, which should go a little quicker. It says, before the florist has a chance to finish the bouquets, a large order is placed. After the order, only 85 roses and 163 peonies remain. How many regular bouquets and mini bouquets can the florist make now? Alright, so now the number of flowers that she has been cut down. So here we are. So in terms of roses, I have 5 for the large plus 3 for the mini is now only equal to 85 because there's only 85 roses left. And for the peonies, I still have 11 for the large and 5 for the small, but now there's only 163 peonies left. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of do the same thing I had just done, okay? I'm going to try to get the m's to eliminate. So I'm going to multiply this top equation by 5. Alright, so just taking out my handy dandy calculator. So 5L times 5 is 25L. 3M times 5 is 15m. And then 85 times 5 is 425. Now for this green one, I'm going to be multiplying by a 3 for sure to get the matching 15. And then to get the signs to be opposite, I'm going to make it a negative 3. So 11 times negative 3 is negative 33L. 5 times negative 3 is negative 15M. And then 163 times negative 3 is negative 489. So now our equations are set up to where our m's will cancel if I add them. So 25 plus negative 33, that's going to make negative 8L. Again, the m's eliminate each other. And then 425 minus 489 is negative 64. And so then if I divide by negative 8 on each side of this equation, I get that the number of large bouquets would only be 8. And again, I could pick whichever equation I want out of these four. I'm going to go ahead and pick the first one. And I'm going to substitute in an 8 where the L is. So here, 5 times 8 is 40. And so to isolate m, I need to subtract that 40 from both sides of the equal sign. So I have 3m equals 45. And then if I divide by the 3, don't divide by m because you want m alone. So if I divide by 3, come on, draw tool. There we go. I get that m is equal to 15. So to write my word answer, once she sells those flowers, the florist can now only make 8 large bouquets and 15 mini bouquets. Oh, or bouquets if you can't spell. There we go. Alrighty, so that is how we use systems of equations to talk about some kind of real world situations. Until next time.